Hi, this is Commando number 5206. Reject's Revenge. To walk down the street back home and be ignored or insulted isn't pleasant, but that's what happened to Lieutenant Phil Wilson, all because a senior officer had lied about Phil's part in a skirmish out in Italy during the Second World War. For a while, Phil took it very badly, feeling like a cowardly reject, but he had never been a quitter, and he was determined to put the record straight someday. So it's a story that sort of jumps about a bit in time, flashbacks, and for the most part it's sort of set in World War II, but also in 1950s, I think. So a story by Roger Sanderson, art by Gual, whatever pen name that is, and cover by Ian Kennedy. So that's just a wee sort of front bit that's sort of just seeing what it says on the back, and then our story starts in 1955 in what I assume is West Germany, but I'm not too sure, it doesn't really state it. We have a German engineer who used to be in the German forces in World War II, specifically in Africa. And then we go to our main character in the setting of World War II. And the sort of villain of the piece is the colonel, who's a bit of a shady character. And we'll find out more as the story goes on. So our main character sort of thrust into action. He's not really that experienced, but he just give a good account of himself. Very good artwork, but some of the faces are a bit, sort of strange sort of look to them. Not quite cartoony, but sort of an oddness to the faces. So our character just has a sort of tactical withdrawal, but is mislabeled by the colonel as a cowardly figure, even though that's not true. And the colonel is doing sort of deals and I think looting artifacts in Africa. so at this stage they, I think they moved to Italy at the ending stages of the war, when the Italians change sides, and this colonel died does a deal with this other person. And this leads up to the incident where our main character is accused of murder. It's revealed later, the truth, which is why the German character was at the start. So they're sort of pinned down this meaningless sort of area which they've been sent to as a sort of a ruse by the corrupt colonel. And there's an incident where the sergeant is killed. And because our main character's coming behind with a smoking gun, there's a sort of misunderstanding. So him and the other survivors are in hospital for a time. And the war is over and he's discharged. But sort of a lot of rumours about him, which dog is sort of life. And then sometime in the 50s or after 40s or after the war, he's sort of a mercenary character somewhere in the Middle East. It doesn't really say where. And he sort of serves this sheikh in sort of territorial battles. And his role is sort of a military advisor type person. And he's also training the guards or soldiers, or whatever you call them. And he uses the tactics that he learns and puts them to good use. But out in the Middle East, he comes across the colonel once again, and he was still doing the shady deals. And there's a journalist character who comes in, and he reveals sort of truth of the incident in World War II in Italy. So he uses the information to lure the colonel into a trap. And the colonel's assisting like some other sheikh, and he's they're both sort of on opposing sides. And so that leads up to where the front cover is. These are Daimler armored vehicles. There's the colonel somehow possesses, or the sheikh somehow possesses. That leads to the sort of final confrontation between these characters in the desert. So our main character is able to sort of foil the colonel and so capture him and his men. And the colonel confesses his crimes. And the newspaper publishes the whole story and sort of clears the name of our main character. And there's this other journalist who tells us about the an interview with the German officer and what really happened on that day. And that further clears the main character. And he decides to sort of stay on and further train guards, what we would call them. So that was Reject's Revenge. Sort of a story that's well put together, but a little bit back and forth in various places. 6 out of 10. Next up we have Commando number 5237, Off the Rails, which is the Ramsey's Raiders, which I think are recurring characters, one of the very few recurring characters in Commando. Thanks for watching. Bye.